So, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. I just filmed, the school shooting slash bullying and my past experience with bullying. Now I'm going to talk about when it comes from a teacher. Because I moved to Alaska in '06 and I was there for 2 years. And let me tell you, it was a good experience besides my high school that I went to for 2 years. When I was in 12th grade, I think it was my senior year. No. Yeah, it was my senior year. We were doing a project, me and my friends were doing a project in my 10th grade year, or 12th grade year. And we had this teacher, assistant, in the room to help 2 other kids besides me because I didn't need it. I didn't need science. I never needed support like that way. Well, this one day, we're in the library, we're working on our project, and I sent, okay, so backstory is I sent an email to my cousin to respond to her email. That's what I did. And then I sent an email to my friends who we were doing the project together. Well, the assistant teacher came up, and I've had problems with this assistant teacher because she's in my language arts class with me back then, and I had an pneumonia that year. Like, I had it really bad. I had it because I walked in the snow and I got sick really bad, so I missed a week of school because I was so sick. Well, I just came back from being sick for one day and I had a relapse. Didn't know that I was going to have a relapse that day. I felt really good and I was going to go to the field trip that we had planned for that day because I really wanted to go to that because I would have saw my mom anyways. But it turns out, because she forced me to do my project and voice it, from what my friend said back then, I turned white as F. And my main teacher, was like, Michelle, do you feel okay? I'm like, no, I don't feel good. I need to go to the health room because I feel like crap now. I don't know what's going on. So I went downstairs. I had to have somebody come with me just in case if I turned white again because I don't, like, they thought I was going to pass out because it was so bad. So I went downstairs, go into the health room, and I was like, hey, I just came back from being sick. I'm pretty sure I had a pneumonia back then, which I turned out I did. And I need to call my mom and have my mom come and get me because I don't feel good. So literally my dad came to get me that day because my dad had the day off, and my dad had to talk with that teacher assistant and that teacher themselves because she came down to check on me. Well, my dad let into her because he's like, she doesn't need you to be there to harass her. She needs you to be there to help her, and you're not helping her. You're stressing her out to the point that she just came back from being sick, and now she's going to be out again for another week because you got her really sick. You stressed her out so much that she had a relapse in her cold. Well, when I came back the second time, because I was out for another week, and I came back, and I was in science, and we went in the computer lab doing our project, and she literally came up to me and she was like, show me what you're working on, show me your emails. I'm like, no, I don't have to show you my emails, and I don't have to show you my assignment because I understand my assignment. I don't need your help in science. I barely need your help in language arts, but you're there to support these other 2 kids, not me. So why don't you back off or I'm leaving. Well, she continued to go at it, so I signed out of the computer and I walked to my P teacher and I was like, I need her out of this class. I get she's in there for those 2, but I need her to back off because she's constantly on my ass for things that I don't need her help in it. Like, I'm literally pissed off because she's harassing me, basically. Well, about 5 to 10 minutes go by, and I spend the rest of the period in that classroom because I didn't want to go back to my class. Like, I didn't want to be in there with her. And I was like, I don't want to be in the same class as her. And I sat here for one more period. And I was like, I don't care if I have to go check in with my next class that I have with her, but I'm not staying in there. So 5 seconds later, she walks back into that room, and I'm like, you need to leave me alone. I do not need your help. I know where I struggle, and I know that very well. I do not need your help. So I walk back out, and I head to the science class because it was already time for lunch. So I walked to my science teacher, and I was like, I'm so sorry that I walked out. The reason I did was because she was harassing me, and I can't get her to stop. And he's like, you don't even need her for science. I'm like, I know that. My IEP teacher knows that. But I can't get her to see that I don't need her help. He's like, I can have you move areas where you're not sitting by her, because she had us in the back of the room, and I can't see the back of the room. Like, I can't see the board. Like, that's how bad my eyesight was back then. I couldn't see the board. And he's like, I can move you to the front of the room and you'll be fine. Like, I can keep her away from you as much as I can. I will try to work with you on that because I know she stresses you out. So they had a meeting, my science teacher and the special ed assistant teacher had a meeting with my IP teacher and me, and I and my English teacher, and I was like, look, I have never had a special ed assistant teacher. I've never needed one. I don't know why she assumes that she needs to help me when she doesn't. I need her to back off. I was like, she literally made me in language arts on one day almost pass out because I was so sick still. And I came back because I felt better, right? And you know what they did? They switched to a different one because that one was driving me nuts. So don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Like, you are stronger than what you think you are.